Hello everyone and welcome back to another YouTube video. I'm doing the same video as I did like 2 years ago. So I've got the same clothes, I'm sitting in the same spot, and I am giving you an update on my why I quit watching YouTube video that I posted literally 2 years ago. So woo, anniversary. So about 2 years ago I went through a cutthroat YouTube breakup to reset my time online and to reset basically myself and my thoughts concerning YouTube. So I always loved watching YouTube. It was so fun to watch different creators create their videos, and there's so many absolutely talented people here on YouTube. But at some point I felt like watching all those YouTube videos was not doing me any good, really, because I just sat there scrolling, watching videos that content I didn't even want to know about and that I was not interested at all, but it was kind of an addiction to just keep scrolling and keep watching, and then I was forgetting the time, and suddenly it was 4 hours later and I hadn't really done anything that I needed to do. So 2 years ago I decided to kind of stop watching YouTube immediately, and I did for a couple of months. And it, in the beginning, as you can watch in my other video, it was really hard, but at some point I just got used to it, and that was my new normal. But because I wanted to continue creating YouTube videos, of course I needed to be on the platform, so I needed to find some sort of balance for myself that didn't like crash with my normal day life. And what I realized quite recently is that I mostly used to watch YouTube because out of complete boredom, just because I had no idea on what else to do. And I think that is generally a problem that we have in society. We are conditioned in a way that we want information and entertainment and motivation like on the spot, but we don't want to put a lot of effort into getting those things, because everything is so readily available right now. You can order something in the morning and then get delivered. It gets delivered in the afternoon, so there's no real need for patience and endurance anymore. And I think that's the same with YouTube, because you get your endorphin fix like right there and right now without really having to do anything for it. And as soon as you switch your phone off and try to get this like motivational kick from something else, like I don't know, drawing, playing games, doing sports, it is a lot harder to get. But if you achieve to get this like motivation and endorphin kick, it is so much more rewarding for yourself. And if you then go back to get having like such a quick fix as YouTube, it tends to bore you because there is no sense of like competition and curiosity like connected to it, than if you have hobbies that do not correlate with YouTube or any other form of digital entertainment as well. In the past 2 years, I really worked on creating new hobbies for myself that have nothing to do with YouTube. And while I really enjoy like filming and creating content, I tend not to get my inspiration from YouTube, but try and think outside of the box, and have a lot of hobbies that have nothing to do with anything digital. So I cycle a lot, I do a lot of sports, I go on hikes, I walk a lot, but I also love playing board games. Recently I got back into reading again. I love doing things like crossword puzzles and Sudoku. So lots of non-digital forms of entertainment that fulfill me a lot more than any YouTube video would. And I think that is also key if you want to cut down on your YouTube time, is to find alternatives. And in the beginning, it is difficult to reach for a crossword puzzle instead of just switching on YouTube, just because the reward for solving a crossword puzzle is not instant and it might get frustrating. But getting over this like initial frustration of not being able to solve something or do something right away um, is really rewarding in the end, because you're learning something in the process. And with YouTube, you may watch someone else succeed, but that has nothing to do with you. And while it gives you satisfaction in the moment, seeing another person succeed or seeing another person trying something, it doesn't make you any better. I don't know how else to explain it, but it is really rewarding to not watch people do something on YouTube, but do the things yourself. And I think that is something that I learned from my YouTube break, and that is why I also can go back to watching YouTube now without getting frustrated or without feeling bad about it. And I'm also able to just switch it off easily because I know that my own life is so much more entertaining than any video on YouTube could basically ever be. So I found some rules for myself that I've been following to the day concerning YouTube and YouTube consumption, and I wanted to talk to you about those because I think maybe you can benefit from them as well. So the first thing I did was that I unfollowed everyone whose videos I didn't want to watch immediately when they came out. There are some creators that are really talented and they do fun little videos, but I was never like really interested in them, and I watched them kind of to kill time, but not because I gained anything from the content that they produced. So I just deleted everyone on my subscription lists, who I was not excited about, and I stayed with 16 different creators, and they might vary from time to time, but those 16 I think I've been watching for the past, I don't know, 5 years, and I never got bored of them. So I'm quite happy with the list. And that was the first thing that I did. The second thing that I did is I deleted my watch later list because it was always silently screaming at me to keep watching and, oh, I'm still there and you need to watch me. And that kind of annoyed me because it put a lot of pressure on me to just watch the videos. It sounds so stupid if you say it like this, but I just deleted my whole list, and the only thing I keep on there are 2 videos where I'm in the content from other creators. So I'm in their videos, that's what I wanted to say. And if I want to do a home workout or something, I save it to my watch later list, and as soon as I did it, I delete it. So that is the only time when I have videos on my watch later list. Then I've got some rules for the content that I watch. So the content that I watch, or the videos, they need to be either informative, so like the news, or about a certain kind of subject like vegetable growing, which I'm watching right now, quite a lot of videos of. Then the content needs to be entertaining, but in a way that it kind of represents the interests that I already have. So I'm interested in running, so I watch entertaining videos around that topic, so I can still gain some tips and tricks and benefits from it. And even if it's just like the motivation to go out running myself, although it is raining and there is a thunderstorm outside right now. Then the videos, they need to be inspirational in some way or form. That can be like making me motivated to start my day, or making me motivated to go running, or something else. And then the last thing is that I also like to watch videos that are calming and kind of tune me down from a day of work or something, with like nice and beautiful pictures, calm music, and just kind of put me in a meditative state. And that is what I also benefit from. And then I also lately I tend to watch the news on YouTube quite a bit, just to keep myself informed. Earlier I used to just read them or go on certain web pages, but now I'm just watching them on YouTube because it's just easier and really convenient. So when do I watch? I tend to watch early in the morning, first time when I wake up, to gather some inspiration, and also because I'm not really awake in the morning, and I just grab my coffee and then maybe for half an hour to an hour scroll through YouTube and watch the videos of the creators that I'm subscribed to, and only those. So I don't browse through my recommended list and watch random videos, but I only watch the videos that I know I'm gonna love and gain something from. And then I also set 2 alarms for myself. So I've got kind of a 1 hour warning, not 2 minutes, but 1 hour warning, that if I'd had my phone on for an hour watching YouTube, then I get a little pop-up which says, wow, you watched 1 hour, maybe switch off your phone. So this pop-up interrupts the video that I'm watching now, and then I made it a rule that I switch off my phone if I get this notification, because that's enough. Enough is enough. And then the second alarm is that I also get a pop-up information if I switch on my phone or my YouTube app before 6 o'clock in the morning or after 8 o'clock in the morning, because I think there needs to be a certain time in the day where phones are needed to be switched off. And for me, that is before 6 o'clock in the morning and after 8 o'clock at night, so I can calm down and kind of relax and enjoy my day. So these are the rules that I follow right now. It works perfectly. So I've got no problem with watching YouTube because I've got no problem with switching it off either. Might also correlate with the fact that I don't have any other social media platform. I mean, I've got an Instagram, which I haven't looked at in 1.5 years maybe. So I tend to not get distracted by social media anyway. And that is also something that benefits me quite a lot, because nowadays, as soon as I pick up my phone, I get so bored. And yeah, maybe that is because I've got better things to do at the moment and more interesting things to do that that benefit me a lot more. Yeah, so that was basically it. I hope you enjoyed this little update video and could gather something from it. Maybe you try and reduce your YouTube time as well, starting after this video. So click off right now. I'm saying goodbye. I'm gonna go and buy some soil for my balcony vegetable growing project that I have this year. And so I'm gonna do something offline now, and I hope to see you in the next video, or maybe not, because I wouldn't be mad if you cut out on your YouTube time, even if this was from my channel. But yeah, maybe see you next time, maybe not. However, enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend, and